Well, an action-packed show today. We got L.A. at 3 o'clock, Baldy at 3:30. Spike already ducking his new show, so that's disappointing. And we got leading off, Phil's baseball tonight against the Pirates. The Pirates are in town for a cross-state tilt.
Down in the Keystone State?
Yeah, Pirates are hot, man. 9-3 to start the year. I bet if the Phillies had that record, we'd be thinking about the World Series.
Well, I'm just saying, if we get 3 and 4, we get 3 or 4 here, this counts as quality wins.
Now they do because the Pirates had a good start to the year.
9-3, man, yes.
Yeah, I'll take a split.
No, we need 3 or 4.
I'll take a split.
Oh, my God.
We live for a split.
Live for a split.
Live for a split. And that's where I want to start today because I'm already annoyed by people. And it's only taken 12 games for me to get to this point. We are being so, and I mean so, overreaction-y and nitpicky with this baseball team. They are 500. They just had a winning road series for the first time since 2011, and you would have thought they lost. I mean, you would have thought that they lost every game. The offense stinks. They're never going to be able to figure this out. This is what sunk them last year. And I actually think, Ike, listen, those games sucked. And I was damn near on the verge of tears when they lost last year to the Diamondbacks. It was gruesome. But I think we've actually we're using that so much against this team. And I know that that's how they lost last year, and I know it was tough. But I think we're so obsessed with how they lost last year that it's getting in the way of just watching them grow.
What?
I mean, we're watching a new team grow here. It's a new season. These are
well, first of all, it's not a new team.
It's not
pretty much the same team.
But it's a whole new journey. Like the 03 Eagles were different than the 04 Eagles.
Okay.
The 02 Eagles are different than the 03 Eagles.
Okay.
Like there's different ways to go about it.
Yeah.
But it's like we're 12 games into the season. For me, it's just been far too nitpicky.
Well, listen, I'm one who's always been a more calm, reserved, sort of not overreact to a season and throwing a talent on a season or making some declaration or proclamation about what it's going to be based off the first few games or a few weeks, in this case, of a baseball season. But I'll say this. You can't have the level of talent that they have, the lack of excuses that they have from an injury standpoint. Like, they pretty much have their whole squad here. So there's no world.
There's no Strider injury.
Yeah, there's no World Baseball Classic. There's none of that stuff that you could have sort of leaned into or hung your hat on last year as a reason as to why they got off to a slow start. So, and the only thing I can actually give them as an excuse, nobody wants to hear, is the weather.
It's been horrible.
Yeah, it has been horrible. I don't know any other way to describe it. And I can only imagine. Now, I don't mind playing football in that weather. That's football weather. Yeah.
Ellie Shore Park
hit you right in the esophagus.
Ellie can shove it, man.
Yeah.
We're never getting a dome in this city.
No. But baseball, I can only imagine what that's like for those guys out there gripping that bat. Even Nola caught flack yesterday because his velo wasn't where everybody expected to be. Well, you sit back and you instead of reacting initially, and you think about it for a minute, you say, okay, maybe the weather conditions were so bad he had to dial it back a little bit so he could be in more command of his pitches.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave up 3 hits yesterday in 6 innings. I know he gave up the 2 solo home runs.
We take that, by the way.
But he gave up 3 hits over 6 innings.
Right.
But people focused on other things.
I know.
So,
because we're being too nitpicky.
And that's why I don't totally disagree with you. My only point is that I could see where people are frustrated with the team right now. And people want to be excited about this baseball team right now. They don't want to wait till June and July to get excited about the baseball team. We want to have one of these start to finishes when we're locked in. It's great going to the ballpark. You're winning just about every series that you play in, and they're 6-6 right now. Well, if they were 8-4, we'd be ready to play an NL East division title.
Right, like with the Yankees who are 10-2.
Yeah.
They're already ready to crown that team World Series champs, and even that's an overreaction.
But that's what's fun about being a fan.
But it's too early for all of that. Even if they were 10-2, deep breaths.
If they were 10-2, you wouldn't be saying this.
I think I would be.
No,
I
am
even keel. Right down the middle at all times, no matter
say
what.
That with a straight face. There's no way this team was 10-2. We wouldn't already be talking about. We would be comparing them to that golden era, the 2000. I don't even remember the starts those teams got off to.
Well, the 2007 team got off to a 3-10 start.
Well, no, I mean when we started loading up, like 2010, 11, and those 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Did they get off to a hot start in the 102 season?
So yesterday was the first winning road series start of the year since 2011. So I would say the 2011 team got off to a pretty good start. I think the 2010 team did not, if I remember correctly.
That was Roy's first year.
But yeah, I mean, like, this is actually a team that traditionally has started slow. I mean, not even this iteration of the team. I mean, the last couple iterations of the team.
Yeah,
they've all started slow. So the 2010 team started 10-5, so they got off to a pretty good start.
So
8-4 if you want to do 12 games.
For me, it really depends on who you're targeting with your criticism and how harsh you're being with that criticism. That's what it boils down to for me. I don't think the team has been terrible. They aren't hitting right now. We all see that. Starting pitching has been better than we thought it would be this early.
And that's why I can't figure it out.
Bullpen has been good.
Bullpen's been great.
Except for Hoffman.
Hoffman was fine. Closed the game out yesterday.
Well, I mean, okay.
He did. I mean, it happens. But I guess that's what I can't figure out, Ike, is I think we're letting the offensive struggles overshadow a lot of good that's happening with this team.
Because we don't watch baseball for pitching.
Some of us do. I mean, some of us legitimately watch the game for pitching. I'm a big pitcher's duel guy. And people...
Yeah, once every 4 or 5 starts.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they scored for the Ace, by the way.
Yes.
They've scored 4 total runs.
Yes, I've enjoyed watching Wheeler pitch. I haven't enjoyed him not getting any run support.
But at the same time, I just can't sit here on April 11th and think Schwarber's going to be bad offensively this year. Turner's going to be this bad. Harper went 0 for the series.
Yeah.
Harper went 0 for the series.
I never worry about Bryce.
And we don't worry about Bryce.
Yep.
Castellanos, I know he's in the crosshairs of everyone right now. But
now him,
but he did this,
we do worry
but
about.
That's what I can't. He did this last year.
I thought he got off to a hot start last year.
He did, but he also he had a 490 OPS like August. I mean, he does.
But he had the All-Star first half of the season.
He did. Even during that, he got off to a hot start and then cooled off.
Right.
But he's a streaky guy. Everyone want Rhys Hoskins back. Rhys Hoskins was the king of streakiness. Like he would run super hot and cold.
Love Rhys.
Bryson Stott is a guy who I think a lot of people think can win a batting title.
Did we overrate Bryson Stott?
Do I think he's going to bat 206 or whatever, 211, whatever he's batting right now?
No.
I don't think that. Like these guys are first off hitting in the cold, which is not easy, and they're implementing a new system.
Huh?
I mean, I know we can't talk about new systems in baseball.
I'm like, what?
But they are trying to get away from chasing everything. Their chase rate's gone down, and they're learning how to adjust and still get their A swings off, be aggressive. It's like running a new offense in football.
Okay, so and you know what? I won't totally disagree with that. There could be something to trying to adjust to this different approach at the plate. But then here's what I would ask to counter that. Should we be trying to get them to do this as opposed to just letting them be themselves? Like we're going to try to change every hitter in the lineup to now there are guys who watch 8-9 pitches and at bat we're looking for walks. Like what are we doing right now?
Well, that's the tough part because Castellanos is, 32?
Yeah.
He's been the same aggressive hitter since he was probably
By the way,
6 years old.
He's one of what, 4 30-year-olds in the lineup?
Yeah, so we got Harper, JT, Turner, I believe is 30 now. Schwarber, Castellanos.
That's 5.
So that's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're trying to change 5 30-plus-year-old hitters, into something they haven't really been all their career.
And maybe it won't work. But
whose idea is this?
Well, this is off of what happened last year.
No, whose idea? I want you to pin somebody down.
All right, you went.
No Diddy. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to get that out there, man. It's my first one. Seriously, I want to know who's in charge or who's in charge of this idea. This is what they should be doing. I need to find somebody to blame.
Dave Dombrowski.
See? Dave, and we love you, man. But this is not a good idea. Leopards don't change their spots.
Right. Tigers don't change their stripes.
Yep, Tigers don't change their stripes. Yeah, I'm impressed that I knew that leopards don't have stripes. You would not have known that.
What's the difference between a jaguar and a leopard?
I have no idea.
No, only look 215-592. They look like the same thing to me.
A jaguar is much bigger, though. I know that
you think
much.
So?
Yes, you seen that? There's a video out there of a jag pulling a damn crocodile out of the water.
Pretty fierce,
man.
But leopards?
Leopards don't do that.
Well, how do you know?
Well, I'm just saying. I watch a lot of Animal Kingdom and
you don't see much leopards
and National Geographic. I see leopards.
When are you breaking down the Nat Geo?
Oh, you don't want to know, buddy.
Is that after your Wire rewatch, the Sopranos rewatch? Is that in the middle of the summer, Ike? You're breaking down Nat Geo?
That is a summer thing.
Do you have the guy on the screen being like, and here's the
yes. What is it called? It's called
Planet Earth?
No, not that one. Is it something with the pride? Like the pride of the Lions. I forget what it's called.
Well, there was March of the Penguins, but I'm sure there's a Pride of the Yankees. Is there a Pride of the Yankees? 215-592-9494. Are we being too nitpicky with the baseball?
Of course we are.
Yes, we're being too nitpicky with the baseball team.
No, but here's the thing. We are, but some of it's warranted. Here's where I speak out of both sides of my mouth.
Good.
I think some of these things are valid when you say we're being too nitpicky about some things. But then, I mean, wanting Stott to be able to hit with more consistency.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
Castellanos.
Sure.
I don't know, $25 million a year?
Yeah.
$20 million a year?
Yes.
Is it too much to ask him to I don't know, hit his weight?
He'll get there. Well,
that's why I agree with you. I do agree. Eventually, this team gets to where we want.
I guess
them to
that's
be
my
at.
thing. It's like I can't be writing the obituary on some of the hitters right now. 12 games into the season.
Oh yeah, now that's over the top.
So like Castellanos is a bum now. Like, hey, Johan Rojas. Like, I know he's now the everyone's fixated on Johan Rojas.
Mm-hmm.
Deep breaths too. I mean, like, let him also go out there and play a little bit. He got a couple hits the other night. Got a hit yesterday. At least he's putting the bat on the baseball.
2-game streak.
I mean, just calm down or being too nitpicky. 215-592-9494 to get in.
How many games is Johan away from breaking the all-time hit streak record?
He's 53 now. 54. He already got 2 down.
That would tie it.
Tie it. So, yeah, so he's 55.
Let's see if you knew still.
Shut up!